start to put tension on my string drawback, I was like, okay, I'm going to swing.
It's him. You can look at the horns when he's dead. I'm in the zone. Let the arrow go. Is perfect.
So when they lose their front shoulders, you start, that's how you know they're smoking.
Went about 5, 10 more yards. He probably went 20 yards a little step, then we tried to get back up. And I saw him fall up.
We rushed 40 years rods that night. We got like 156 and something like that. And then the next day we came out to 163 even.
You're listening to the White Cat Outdoors podcast, bringing you to the table where we talk about the outdoors.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another installment of the White Cat Outdoors podcast. Tom's back in the studio today. He missed last week?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, so we're happy to have you back, buddy.
Happy to be back. I forget what I had going.
You were
I was
hunting.
deer hunting.
Yeah. It is deer season, in fact.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about tonight. Actually, archery season's winding down. It's about over for us here in PA, and in PA we have a break between
Just 1 week now. It used to be 2.
but it's bear season in that week, so you can still hunt something at least. But in New York, no breaks, and we're jumping straight from archery to rifle. So that's what we're gonna be talking about, rifle plans as we leave archery. But Tom, you're not quite finished yet.
No, I got one more good day of bow hunting left in me.
And you got a giant you're chasing.
Yes. Multiple giants.
Yeah.
So
One in particular.
Yeah, one is...
So this is pretty much, we'll break it down. You have 1 day to seal the deal on one of these bucks.
I have 2.5 days. 1 day to do it with
archery.
my bow.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I would imagine your tactics will change a bit, archery to gun.
Yeah.
So 1 day to finish it off with your bow, and then if you do it, you get a fresh buck tag to get another one the day after.
Correct.
But tell me what you got 1 day with your bow. What are you doing to make sure you get it done?
So the owner of the property I'm going to, he actually just tagged a really nice buck tonight, big 11 point. But there's one on the farm that I'm had my eye on since Velvet. Mm-hmm. And they call him the Joker. They call him the Freak. He's gnarly. I don't even know how many points he's got. A lot of them. Mm-hmm. And he's not wide. He's probably...
would you say it's the 30-point buck? Is that what you're getting at here?
Probably not quite 30, but 15-ish in that ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
No width to him. He's about, 14 inches wide. Beer can bases and just points going
all
everywhere.
over the place.
Yeah. I don't even know how you would take a tape to score him.
Well, why don't you kill him, and then I'll show you how to take a tape to it.
I got just a question for you, and this is obviously going to just be subjective, but what are the chances of that buck being 5-star?
What is 5-star?
Do you remember 5-star from a few years ago?
I think you're referring to cauliflower.
Or cauliflower. 5-star was at Grandpa's.
Yeah. No,
But, okay,
that
so
was
cauliflower.
the Starbuck.
Yeah, I called him 5-star.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know, because cauliflower had a normal rack, but then on the one side it just had this cauliflower glob of points. But he had a frame.
Okay.
This buck, no frame, no cage, just points in mass and height. It's wild.
Yeah.
Is that height with a TH at the end?
Yeah, height.
Height.
So that's the one I'm really after. Apparently, the owner of the camp had an encounter with him earlier in the week. Couldn't close the deal
really?
on him. But he said that he thinks right now they're kind of in a lockdown breeding tending phase.
So almost get a few bucks desperately seeking.
Well, because what he noticed, and he's been up there for 2 weeks now, and what he's noticed is the younger bucks, the yearlings and the 2-year-olds and even some of the 3-year-olds are full bore running around like crazy. He said it's only every about third day he sees the big mature bucks up on their feet. So what he's figuring is they're bedding down with these does, and after 2-3 days they gotta get something
Do
to
something.
eat.
Yeah.
Get a fresh doe.
Yeah. So I'm thinking for archery season, my last day up there, I think the answer is going to be thick cover, where the big bucks are going to be bedding with the does, and hopefully just catch them coming out of that thick bedding, going to get
So
something
you're going to hunt
eat.
the outskirts of that?
The outskirts of the thicket, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not going to be, setting up on your downwind side. Well, I probably will be setting up on the downwind side of bedding, but I'm not going to be anticipating shooting a cruising buck.
Yeah.
I'm
You're going
gonna
to try
be
to catch them coming out.
Coming out of his bed.
So trying to find like trails coming into the bedding with
Yeah.
big tracks on it.
Yep. So that's my plan. I'm hoping I get some good intel. There's been a few guys that have been up there for a couple weeks now. So I'm hoping I can get some intel, try and figure out because this is my first time hunting up there this year. So I don't really know what's going on. So
Very last minute game plan.
yeah. Then come opening day of gun season, everything kind of changes because the woods get flooded with people, and the deer are just running, seeking cover, trying not to get shot. So I don't have a Saturday gun opener plan yet. But yeah, Friday, archery.
All day or what are you
Oh
doing?
yeah, you better believe it. Yeah.
Nice.
I heard a story once of a guy that said he was doing an all day sit and got too cold and had to go in to warm up.
It's not that I got too cold. It's that
Oh, so it was you?
So for those of you that don't know, during my rutcation, I'll tell the whole story because it's kind
Actually, yeah, I can't believe we didn't bring this up, but yeah, this is kind of huge.
yeah, it's a good story. I think it's a little bit comical. I might get one or two chuckles out of it. So, anyways, there I was up in my tree stand, and I wasn't quite ready for the all day sits yet. I wasn't seeing that midday action to really keep you going, but I was still seeing action until about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I was sitting till 11. And it's getting about 10:30. I haven't seen a deer in a while, getting a little bored. So I pull out the old rangefinder, and I'm just looking at trees, guessing yardage and whatnot, and then I start clicking buttons, just having a
for
good
fun.
time. Yeah, and lo and behold, my rangefinder has multiple settings. It's got meters and yards. And I know the difference between 30 yards and 30 meters isn't that great, but I got to thinking, I'm like, well, I don't know what this thing was originally set at. And I don't know if I have my pen dialed in at 30 yards or 30 meters. So,
You don't want to be off by just a little bit.
yeah,
Screw you.
I wanted to find out. So I go back up to camp, pull the target out, set her out there at 20 yards. Actually, I think it was 20 meters. And I shoot, and my bow's making this weird, like, twanging noise. I'm like, what the hell? Like, normally this bow's silent. And it wasn't, like, loud, but it was not
You noticed it.
normal. And I'm shooting, and I can't keep a freaking 8-inch circle. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I look down, and my cables are falling apart. I'm like, oh shit, that is not good.
This was on like Wednesday or Thursday?
It was
of Rutgers?
Thursday.
It was Thursday.
Because that was your first day up in New York with us.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't. I'm not taking this out into the woods.
Yeah, you can't.
No. Any draw could be my last with that bow. It could blow.
And with your cables all messed up like that, like you said, you weren't holding a group. You could have very easily missed a deer that you were holding your pin right on perfect.
Yeah. So I was kind of in a weird spot. But it was Thursday I found this out, and crossbow in New York didn't start until Saturday. You can't use a crossbow all season in New York. It's just the last 2 weeks. So I'm like, shit. So it's Thursday. I don't have a bow. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I got time. I'm going to go home, get my crossbow, do an evening hunt in PA, hunt Friday in PA, and then come up Saturday for opening weekend of Crossbow. So that's what I ended up doing. And where was I going with this story?
Um,
I was tying into something.
well, your bow broke mid-rutcation.
Yeah.
And
I remember I was talking about something, and I said, I'm just going to tell the whole story. So I started telling the story, and I don't know
I don't know
what I was
I don't know
leading
where
into.
you're going. It's tough to say.
You're just rambling about nothing.
Anyway, you're getting a new bow.
Yeah, I am. I decided that I'd put new strings on this one. So this one's going to be up for sale. So any of you listeners out there,
Leave it in the comments.
if you want a bow that has killed bucks by a White Cat member himself, let me know.
It's not a bad.
Shoot me a DM or IM. I don't know what they call it.
or leave it in the comments.
Or leave it in the comments. Yeah.
Comments are preferred.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Hook somebody up.
Why don't you just give it away, Tom?
Yeah. Announcing tonight,
Without Tom's permission.
one of you lucky listeners.
Just kidding. That's not a thing.
No, it's not.
It's a fictional podcast. We'll send. We could give away a picture of Tom shooting the bow,
That's
signed.
That's a good idea.
How about me with a buck that I got with the bow?
Yeah, and then you could sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you want to charge for the sign?
First person to comment
Charge for the autograph.
on the post that Nick puts up about tune into episode whatever we recap archery season. First person to comment on that post, signed photo.
Of Tom.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Somebody's gonna do it too.
They are, and you got to follow through.
Yeah.
I think I already know who's going to do it.
We should after
It
the
can't
pod-
be any of you two.
No,
Yeah,
obviously not. But
I don't want an
will-
autograph picture.
So what we're gonna do is to make sure that it's somebody that listened, we should probably I can't put in the post about that they get
Yeah.
the free photo.
No, just don't say anything.
But
If they
I'm
listen-
saying is I think what we should have them do is they have to put the buck emoji, like the deer
Yeah,
emoji
deer
in their
emoji.
comment. You can put whatever you want, but
that
they
way
have
we
to.
know they listen.
Yeah.
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 So the first person
to comment a buck emoji.
Yeah, you
Because
can
if they
put
do
anything.
listen to this, and then we send some random person an autograph picture, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, so they have to put the buck emoji in the comment, and then Tom will sign this photo of him with a buck with that bow
Yeah.
for free. You don't. We won't even make you pay shipping.
Wow.
And
That's a deal.
If you shipped anything, I mean, we're gonna be digging deep, but we'll ship it probably priority.
No frame.
No frame. Maybe we'll make it a poster, like a giant. Like remember back in the day when you
Oh,
put
yeah.
posters on your wall?
Yeah,
Like go to like Walmart and have it printed as a poster.
that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's where you were leading with this story, Tom. This is what you wanted to get to.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Here, just pause this.
No.
And then I'm it's going to bug me all night.
It's going to happen. That's the beauty of doing a live, unscripted show. Maybe you have to keep better show notes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So, anywho,
yeah.
you
move
were
on.
talking about it was your opening day strategy.
For gun season.
Yeah, that's where you were heading.
How did that tie in with me
It's
needing-
tough to say.
I don't know how, but
You were about to.
you
get
were
into that.
definitely getting ready to talk about opening day of gun, what your plan is.
Yeah, I don't really know. Everything changes opening day of gun. I've spent a lot of time in New York hunting opening day of gun season on field edges over like cornfields and whatnot. See a bunch of doe, little bucks, but I'm after a big one. Mm-hmm. So,
Gonna change her up.
but then last year I spent hunting this thicket right on the edge of the gully, and I didn't see shit all day.
See, that's the thing. When you're hunting big bucks, there's a good chance you're not going to see anything.
Yeah.
But when you do see them, it's the one you want.
And the thing with like opening day of gun, like Tom said, you just get like this army of people that are like flooding the woods. So what a deer would normally do isn't necessarily what they're going to do opening day of gun.
Right.
So you really don't know what's going to happen,
Mm-hmm.
But
I
Frank,
might put a doe down or two.
in the middle of bedding.
Scratch
Yeah.
that itch.
Frank, what are you planning opening day?
The idea that I have may not be what I end up doing because
So you're a liar.
no, I'm not a liar. It's just going to depend.
A non-truth teller?
We're gonna have 4 people in camp, so I would like to see the other, not you. I would like to see the other 2 people that are not you in camp on our, the best spot.
The best scenario. I mean, screw you for wording it the way you did, but I'm in the same boat. I would much rather see the other 2 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already got a big buck this year, so it's like,
Here we go.
if you listened last week, you heard all about it. By the way, just left the taxidermist on my way here, picked out the mold.
That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, very excited for that.
What the plan that I want to attack is the swamp, the main beaver swamp on the property. But if if it ends up being
Not gonna work.
Really,
Yeah,
it's a terrible spot.
Yeah. No bucks in the swamp.
Deer hate beaver swamps. So if it ends up working out that's where I can go, then that's where I'll be. But if we are thinking that that's going to be a prime spot and someone else wants to go there, I will gladly let your dad or Austin go into that spot.
Are you taking off Friday by chance, or would you?
This Friday?
Yeah.
I was not planning on it, but
I guess what I was getting at is I may take Friday off, and what we could do is do a mass card pull and see what's happening for opening day. Get like the most recent intel, and base it off of that. Maybe just carry our bow.
yeah.
Why wouldn't you go up Thursday night, do a morning hunt, check cards in the afternoon, do an evening hunt?
I got to do Thursday night. That's true.
Said, I gotta.
I'm stepping off the desk and breaking out the welder again. So
Wow, look at him go.
So
There you have it, folks.
So what do you plan on doing for opening day? Or
well,
is it going to depend on card pull?
So my plan is going to start Friday night.
Yeah.
So I take gun season and the tradition of gun season very seriously, and that starts the night before.
Having a good old time.
Yeah, it starts with having a great time. It's about eating a lot of meat and drinking a lot of Busch Light and probably some whiskey.
Yeah.
Probably more whiskey than Busch Light. But that's a big part of my success when it comes to gun season is the celebration and the traditions before the hunt even starts. So that's going to be the first plan, is that Friday night.
Yeah.
While that's all going on, we're probably going to head over to Shooter's Tavern at some point. And that's when I plan on putting the plan together for what I want to do. So like Frank said, it's going to depend on where everybody ends up and what we think is going to be the best option. But I've got 2 plans of attack, an A plan and a B plan. And depending on who ends up where, I will take one of those places.
Yeah.
My A plan is being across the swamp from you. I think regardless, there needs to be 2 people by that swamp to cover it, because even though you can see each other, you've got 2 different hunts.
Different hunts.
It's just water in between, so there's really nothing that's going to be like shooting at the same deer.
There's water right between you, but up and down is all red brush and goldenrod.
Yeah, but one way
stuff.
I can shoot, the other way you can.
Exactly.
Like the way the swamp, you can shoot behind me and
you
in
can
front
shoot
of
behind
you,
me.
and I can shoot behind you and in front of me.
Yeah.
So you're not ever shooting at the same deer.
Yeah.
Either you passed it and it comes to me and I get a shot, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So I do believe that there should be 2 people on that swamp.
Yeah.
There's too much action going around there, and especially gun season, getting to cover.
Yeah.
The other plan I have is going south of the big field, and basically I want to be near the other swamp. There's that hemlock that grows straight out and then up, like on a 90.
Yes.
I'd like to be somewhere around there.
Okay.
So that's my 2 plans, because that way you can shoot where my dad's buck died last year, down into that big bowl at the tip of the swamp. I think somebody definitely should be able to shoot that.
Yeah.
Which would be really nice. And that's plan B. But I'm with you.
Yeah.
We got 2 other guys in camp that I would love to see get bucks. One being my dad, who he spent so much time putting me and Tom in good positions that
Time to
I
return
just,
the favor.
yeah, I love seeing my dad shoot bucks. I just love it more than I like shooting them.
Yeah.
And then Austin.
And we got him one last year.
Yeah, exactly.
On opening day.
So I hope to repeat that. And then Austin in camp, he's been working really hard all summer long and already got a bear.
Yeah, he got a bear. The hell with him. He gets his shit spot.
Yeah, we'll put him in the hangover stand and call it a day. But no, I would love to see Austin kill a buck up there his first year up here with us, because he definitely earned it if he does.
No doubt.
So that would be phenomenal. But overall, I don't take rifle as seriously as I do archery.
Yeah, I don't take the hunting part as seriously. I
still hunt as much and everything.
I'm
but
out there
it's just,
every day.
Yeah.
But it's more relaxed. You're not.
Yes.
The pressure is kind of off. Even if you
You
haven't
don't have to
killed
be
something,
nearly as still and
Yeah.
I mean you do, but like you're hunting still, but like waiting for a deer to get inside 30 yards, you have to be just perfectly still, tucked into these like crazy trees that maybe aren't always comfortable, but that's the tree you need to be in.
Yeah. When they're 100 yards away, you can dance a freaking jig. They're not going to pay attention to you.
Oh yeah. And another thing too, like with rifles, like when I'm bow hunting, I have to be super cautious of like bulk with clothing to stay warm. So sometimes I sacrifice a little warmth to be able to have the mobility I want. When it comes to rifle, I throw on the old orange jumpsuit, and that's just, it looks like I'm just wearing a giant sleeping bag, blaze orange.
It's a good look though.
Throw a top hat on, and I am, I'm good to go. I'm bulky as hell, but works out. I'm just excited. This will be how many years at the headquarters opening day?
I believe
Is this 4 or 5?
Four. Yeah.
So first year you killed your buck.
Yeah.
Second year I killed my doe.
Yes.
Third year my dad killed his buck.
Yes. And then
Fourth.
this is fourth.
I
Fourth
got a
year.
deer opening day up there.
When?
The COVID year.
Second year.
The year you got your doe.
Not last rifle season, the year before.
The one
So
when
the year
you
I
got
got
a
my
doe.
doe. What did you get?
A doe
I don't remember that.
with Carly.
Oh,
that's
right. Yeah, on
right.
the field. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so okay, yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah. Very forgettable deer.
Very, very
just
forgettable.
kidding.
Deer.
No, you're right. So we're at the 4th annual. Which is cool to think about. 5th annual, the bar will be completely done
It will be.
with power and everything.
It's gonna be
I
great.
think we should install a urinal in the corner.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe just have it like put an actual porcelain urinal, but like just have it hooked to a hose outside.
That would be funny.
But yeah, that's about it for my plans.
Yes.
Opening day gun. I'm super excited. Friday, I'm gonna sight or make sure my gun's still sighted in.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards the rifle just for the range.
Yeah.
I want to kill a deer with a shotgun, but if I end up on my A plan, I need to be able to shoot 250.
Yeah. You need a rifle.
And I just, it would be my luck because we've never hunted the swamp like this before.
No.
Frank kind of stumbled upon it. Obviously we knew the swamp was there, but we didn't realize how
The
hot.
way we were hunting it,
Yeah.
we haven't done before.
Yeah, we found some trees that, like I said, are less than desirable, but once you get in them, you're in a perfect opportunity to shoot a lot of deer. So we want to be there, but because of that, I can shoot all the way down the swamp, and I just need the range.
Yeah.
So
No doubt.
Right.
I guess on that note, we'll circle back real quick, leave a deer emoji in the comments of the post that'll probably be out Sunday. So this Sunday, the day the podcast releases, there will be a post on Instagram. Leave a deer emoji in the comments, and I will get the biggest photo Walmart will do. If they can do a poster, well, we'll iron those details out when we get the comment.
We'll figure it out.
But
I
something
like how you
big.
say when, not if.
Yeah.
Someone will do it.
It's gonna happen.
Somebody's gonna do it. And then once you do it, I'll message you.
It's just the first person.
Yeah,
not
just the
every
first person. Yeah, maybe for $100 for the second guy if you want one.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a batch one of one. This is never.
So
you're
cherish
never,
it.
Yeah, there's never going to be another. So,
And who knows? 20 years from now, that could be like
imagine
an
what that's
autographed
going to be.
photo of Stan Potts.
Imagine when you kill your first 200.
Yeah.
Looking back, and there's going to be one copy of it.
That could go for like $50, $60.
Yeah.
There you have it, folks.
There you
Maybe
have
we'll
it.
get Tom to put some lipstick and kiss it too. It'd be
Ooh,
nice.
not gonna do that.
What if
Whatever.
they?
Spray some perfume on it or something.
But Tom will just put like dough piss on it. That would be funny.
That would be.
But anyway, so yeah, do that, and you'll get a large photo of Tom holding this bow, signed, and you can put it wherever you want.
And then if you want to buy the bow,
It's all yours for a certain amount of money.
Yeah, Tom hasn't narrowed down the price. I think he should. We haven't decided, or he hasn't decided, but I think he should sell it ready to hunt. Arrows, everything ready to rip. But
Anyway,
that's gonna be on Tom. On that note, archery season's still going on, but rifles right around the corner. But either way, we're still getting outside.